Okay, welcome to the show, Mr. Asifur Rahman. You can introduce yourself.
Hi everyone, this is Asif. I'm doing masters in IT at Multimedia University Malacca, which is in Malaysia, and I am from Bangladesh. Um, Currently, I'm staying also in Malacca, just next to my university, and yeah, that's pretty much all.
Can
Yeah.
you articulate about the COVID-19 context in Bangladesh and also in Malaysia?
Yeah, so I'll first go for Malaysia as I'm staying here. Right?
Yeah.
The reported cases in Malaysia is above 3,000 total. Number of deaths is above 50, and for my area, there are three areas got affected, and in my state, the number of cases affected so far, as per yesterday's report, is 73. And in my area, as if most of the students are staying here, I think they are a bit cautious than maybe the others, maybe than others. I think so. Not many people going out, especially in this area. So it's overall it's good in my area. Overall, it's good. It's not that bad. Overall, in Malaysia, I was following news like from time to time. Overall, in Malaysia, the movement control order is until 14th February, right? And uh, we don't know whether it will be extended. First, it was until 31st March, and then it got extended until 14th February. And then there is for universities and schools, they are also like complete, they are shut down. And those universities that are doing their semester is basically doing through online videos or online platform, taking classes totally virtually. For my university, this is semester break. So fortunately, there is not much of a problem in terms of class and all those things. But the semester will start in mid of April, and yesterday we got the announcement from the university that all the classes will be conducted online, right? And assignments, it will be mostly based on assignment rather than like on in-class quiz or in-class activities, right? And so the whole things in Malaysia has shifted, but luckily Malaysia has that infrastructure to support that things. Right? When it comes to Bangladesh, there are a couple of good things also, like in Bangladesh, because it's not that much uh, like out. The number of outreach is not that much yet. It's total 61 to be exact, as per yesterday's report. The total number of affected. Number of death is 6, if I'm not mistaken, right? And government also has implemented the shutdown from 24th March, and it was supposed to be until today, 4th of April. Then it got extended until 11th of April, I think, which is a good decision, right? Educational institution is also like they are going on a break. There is a possibility that Bangladesh might extend this for educational institution because we have our summer break also. Right now, it's the summer is approaching, so government might include that summer break, right? There is already talk going on, right? Will this be extended or not? And then there is Ramadan coming also, as most of the institution during Ramadan will be closed in Bangladesh, as it's happened for years. So for Bangladesh, I think in terms of educational institution, we see that maybe there is a possibility that it will not be open until Eid, right?
Yeah.
In terms of offices, uh, public sectors and private sectors are already closed until 11th of April. Um, Government sectors is one of the challenging one because uh, for economy to run in Bangladesh, actually, Bangladesh heavily depends on RMG, ready-made garments, and also remittance, which both of these two are actually getting affected badly right now. The RMG sectors has already lost order and cancelled order and delayed order for about, if I'm not mistaken, over $5 billion, right? Over $5 billion, and then for remittance, those workers working outside of Bangladesh. I'm talking about economic impact now. I'll
Yeah,
come
yeah,
back to the
yeah,
other
yeah.
one
No
later.
worries. Yeah.
For remittance, what happened in February, it was lowest recorded in 15 months, right? The amount of remittance that get back to Bangladesh. In February, it was lowest recorded, and this is actually because of COVID-19. What happened is many of them are actually working, actually not many, most of them are actually working based on wages. It's not a salary. So when companies are instructed to shut it off for a particular period, their wages also get affected as they get paid hourly or by day. Then these people, if they don't earn, they cannot send back. So these two are remittance and RMG is badly affected in terms of Bangladesh economy, and it is projected that Bangladesh economy will. Government is saying it will slow down for about 1.5 to 2. GDP will get down. Private sectors is going. It's suspecting it might be more than that. Right? We are not sure yet, like what will be the actual consequence of this. Economic consequence of all this shutdown of the whole world. Then, in terms of situation in Bangladesh, is as a low income, as the number of low income family is a lot. Government did instructed that these people who are actually vulnerable in terms of social economic status, they will be supported for 6 months. 6 months, and government is giving 1 kilo rice with, if I convert to dollar, would be about 10 cents, 10 cents, right, US dollar. So there is government initiatives that right now are like going on to support that. Maybe it is not enough because it's very difficult. We have a lot of people in Bangladesh, right? There is about 770 million people. So it's not that easy from that 170 million, even if it is 10 million, or let's say, to be exact, it will be about, for about, I think 20 to 30 million people will have to be under that support, right? So it is difficult for the government. We think the part of NGOs that are in Bangladesh, they did a very, very, very good job. And I believe that civil society or NGOs in Bangladesh is very strong, right? There is BRAC. BRAC is a very prominent NGO. There is Gramin from Yunus Center. There is many other NGOs. So these NGOs took a leading role in managing it, right? They have estimated like what will be the consequences. They were the one who stepped forward first, even before the government announced that government is going to order PPE from China and all this. They are the one who already took initiative, like how can we produce PPE inside Bangladesh, right? And there is vast program going on, like soup kitchen types, right? Every day providing to thousands of people the meal, right? Those who are needy. And in terms of awareness, BRAC is collaborating with media personnel. I have already watched a couple of songs that are catchy songs, or those are like favorite singer in Bangladesh. They have collaborated with them to create songs so that people get aware, like what to do, what not to do, right? So I think the measurement taken by the civil society is huge. It's really good. Meanwhile, there are some people who are also doing, you will find it in every society,
Yeah.
that they are not aware themselves. That is one thing, and they are also trying to, propagate some fake news, and those things are. I think it's in every country.
Yeah.
So government also are taking measures to control that things, right? The way Bangladesh can come out of this right now, or the situations right now, is test, right? Unfortunately, number of tests being done, it's very low. It's very, very, very low, right? It's very low. Government just announced day before yesterday that they will test 1,000 every day, right? And it has not started yet, right? Because some of the labs are not ready yet. Right now, I think it's mostly in capital. Mostly in capital. Those labs mostly in capital are actually doing the test. For the cases which are in other urban sectors, like not in capitals, there is another problem happened, that many people, I can't give you an exact number, but it's at least about 50, who have died due to lack of treatment. The reason was their symptoms were actually similar to COVID-19, right? So what happened is doctor didn't have PPE or enough facilities to admit them in the hospital. So they were denied to get admitted. And many of them were not actually COVID patients, because they can't test, or they don't have the facilities or to take care, or all these resources. So there were issues there. Many people had died because lack of treatment, until the government had to issue an order that every hospital must admit them, or if they need admission, or must provide the medications or consultations if needed, right? So this was like, I think it's one of the ugly side that has happened because of lack of preparation, right? The good side I have already talked, and right now people are somehow getting more aware. That's true. In terms of uh, what will happen after 11th April, there is already a talk going on, and tomorrow the Prime Minister will address the nation. So we don't know what will be the decision from the governments, for either extending it, or will there be a restrictions in terms of interstate travel, for example, right? Uh, but so far, this is what I have observed by reading newspaper and all these things. It's like uh, many people came forward in managing that. It's not just the government; it's the general people. They are supporting in terms of financially. Some are like providing rickshaw puller, like those, because rickshaw pullers heavily depend on those who are traveling. If the city
Yeah.
itself is locked down, they can't earn anything,
Yeah.
right? So many people have taken initiative to support them, right? The relief from the government is also going on. So overall, it's good so far.
Okay.
But what we are worried about is